She might be not convinced yet. She might think that you are doing no contact either to prove a point, or honestly, she might just think that, oh man, he's just strong. He's being strong for this moment of time. There's so many different reasons why no contact won't work. But I just want to elaborate on some of the reasons that I just mentioned right now, where when it starts working is because she's truly convinced. So, as I said with my last point, let's view it like this. Let's say, for instance, you either had a pattern of going without talking to her, without being in contact with her, but that cycle comes to an end. So she has a clear idea of when you are going to break no contact. And then, let's say now, for instance, you go a little bit longer than you have done before, then she's still going to push it further and further so she can get, let's say, the most out of you and the most use out of the situation. So that simply means that if she can keep pushing it, she could get you to your breaking point. But y'all, do not be fooled by this. This is why I always tell you, do no contact for yourself. This is why I always tell you, do no contact all the way through, fully done, right? And I'll also mention that don't put a time period on it because she's watching you from a distance. She's waiting for you to have your moment while she's actually suffering in silence. This is such a well-known fact, and so many women get through no contact because their woman, well, not woman, but their girlfriend, their girl, they're by their side. They're supporting them through. Don't break it. No, not yet. Or do something indirect. They'll support them. Let's say calling you from a private number, unknown number. Let's even say she's going to maybe hit up your family member or randomly just do something that is not expected, which there's so many different examples. However, before I continue on, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And y'all, if you do not know, I do have a no contact journal and guide. If you really need to get no contact done properly and you really want it to be for yourself where you don't struggle any longer with dating, if you're tired also of the same things with women, and you want to be up in your game and be ahead, this journal and guide is perfect for that. And you have to understand, a woman is going to test you, a woman is going to try you. And so I made sure that as I walk you through this journal, I'm there supporting you, whether it's affirmations, different stories, encouraging you and keeping you accountable. I still set it up where it sets you up perfectly for no contact. Now, I could say so much more about this journal and guide, but check it out for yourself. That link is down below. Per usual, you want the exclusive and explicit and a whole lot more videos that you will not see on here. You can go ahead and catch up on what I already have on Patreon or YouTube membership and keep up with whatever that's going on. And if you simply want to become a Patreon member, a free one, join the community, definitely do so. Don't forget about my website. And let me continue on now. And so remember, with no contact, it's a convincing stage oftentimes. And convincing stage, look at it as in like it's an in and out thing. So for a woman, she can be more convinced at one moment of time. So let's say your birthday passed. Let's say the new year is approaching or has passed. Let's say it's Valentine's Day, after Valentine's Day, or a few days before Valentine's Day. Those significant dates carry a lot more weight onto either it reaching to her breaking point, or she can be more, let's say, sometimes women become defensive, want to pull back even harder because now they're emotionally hurt. You have to remember too, no contact is such a her personal problem because she hasn't learned to grow up yet. She hasn't learned to take accountability. She doesn't want to check herself or want to be checked by you. Don't let that go over your head. She won't check herself, let alone have you. Let's say if she came back around and you said something, she won't let you check her. So this is something that I really want to mention that's very important about how even if no contact does work for you at some moment of time, you have to understand it's not done there because there's still the trial and the testing. All of that is still going on. Now, what makes this even more important, and before I actually say it, I have a quick question of the video today. Do you feel like no contact is most likely to work or not? And one more question, actually, for you guys in your personal experience, has no contact been working or has it been pretty difficult? What's your overall take on no contact? Pretty much, you could either say yes or no or tell your stories. I help you out the most I can, and I love to see you guys helping out each other. So the other important thing about no contact that sometimes I feel like is overlooked is that because they're still testing and trial as she comes back into your life, she's also going to have difficulties to act right. So you have to show that how she met you or knew you before, you're not the same person. So the reason why when you're doing the no contact process and you're actually like upgrading, you're actually like looking healthier, more fit, you're accomplishing the things that you said you would do, you're really on your purpose or whatever that's important, something that you're working towards, whether it's school, whether it's a promotion or finding a new job or getting a new car or learning how to fix something. Like there's so many things that you can do to gain more leverage, more power, and just be an overall best version of yourself. So as that all goes on, you have to understand she has to be attentive, and as she's being attentive, it hurts her in the process. So really, to sum it up, is that she's not ready emotionally. I know sometimes it could be like, well, I'm the best one for her, or I'm surprised that she hasn't said anything. But you have to understand that the back end of things and what's happening behind scenes with her, she will not want you to know because it's a weakness, right? It's vulnerability. So she can avoid at all costs making sure that you don't know that side of her, because remember, she's going to feel the emotion. She's going to feel weak about it. So she probably needs to prevent herself from getting to that point. And as she prevents herself, that's where she gets more on the side of like, well, she doesn't want to keep feeling this way. She'd rather just make up. So there's going to be so many different situations, different reasonings. Do not blame yourself in the process, and just understand no contact is the way it is. And your process will be different in some way, regardless from somebody else, because everybody has their own situation, own story. So keep going with your no contact journey. I pray for y'all. Take care of yourself. You guys got this, and don't set yourself back. And of course, if you still haven't given this video a big thumbs up, go ahead and do so. Don't forget about my links. That's it for this video. Bye, y'all.
It could be about anything, self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link after this video.
Sleep affirmations so you could become that powerful man, and it is recorded in my voice, and I give you the strongest affirmations to overall become that man and subconsciously become powerful. So let's get into these books. Get a track woman you want and get her to miss you, along with secrets to winning her over. And it tells you about cold approaching. It tells you my personal stories. And if you're trying to up your game in the dating game, these books are going to be perfect for that. And you could get it all in a bundle deal. Make sure you click the link down below.
Self-improving in the process. This is so serious. This is why I have a whole no contact guide and journal available. Y'all could go ahead and purchase it. If you need somewhere to start off, then you need all the breakdowns, all the insight, the information, and I have structure in there. Help you, prompts, things that will tell you you got this, but it will give you also reasons why. And I have stories in there that tells you why no contact has worked for people, all types of stuff. It's so detailed, y'all. That's how much information I made sure to put in there. Step up no contact, or if you need somewhere to start and you need something to help you, this is like me guiding you as you go through no contact. That's how I customized it for y'all. So you can check that out by clicking the link down below. See what you could do with no contact, how far you could do it. Just learn everything, have the guidance, and for accountability partner, although I'm not actually there, you'll feel that sense from this journal and guide.